So today I'll be showing you how to file your returns using your P9 form. First of all, you need to navigate to any browser. You search iTax and then you will be redirected to your login. Here you will get such a dashboard where you are going to input your KRA PIN and your password, and then they solve the arithmetic error so that you can log in. Just in case you forgot your password, you can always reset. Once you log in, this is what you will see on your profile in your iTax portal. And today, because you are going to be filing, you are going to concentrate on the returns tab. So, if in the course of last year, your only source of income was employment income, you can use the ITR income, employment income option, which is a bit more simplified, and because all the information has already been pre-populated for you. So you go to the returns tab, you navigate to the ITR for employment income only, and then it will open up to this other section. You're going to fill in the return period you're going to file for, and for us, we're filing for last year. We are filing for last year, so we are going to start from January 2023 to December. And then the question is, do you have employment income? You're going to say yes, you have employment income, and you navigate to the next. So it will open up to these tabs, these sections, which are supposed to, mostly when you're using the ITR, all you're going to do is confirm whatever is in your P9 is exactly what KRA captured in their system. Now for here, we have the basic information. You have your KRA PIN, you have your name, the period you're filing the tax for, and you have some return information you're supposed to fill. For example, if your employer provided you with a car here, you can always say yes, and also and a tab will open up and you're going to fill the information about the car. If you had a mortgage for that year, you're going to fill the same, and a tab will also open up for that. For my case, I was not provided with a car, and I did not have mortgage for that year. Sorry, I was not provided with a car, and I did not have mortgage for that year. And for this life insurance, I want to put a hold on this. We're going to come back to it. So I'll just put a no for now. And down here we have bank details, which you're going to be filling a bit later. Once you fill in the information here, you're going to navigate to next tab. This next tab, it shows the details of your employment income for that year. For this period, this person was employed in only one company, hence why KRA captured only one company. And all you do here is to just confirm whatever is in your P9 is exactly what was captured in the iTax portal. For my case here, I can see my information is correct, so I navigate to the next tab. This next tab is section M. It details the pay deduction at source. So this is the pay details. Okay, in your P9 form, you're going to notice that this taxable salary is named as chargeable salary. So all you do is just confirm that the amount matches with your P9. So my amount, they match, and also for this pay deducted, is also in your P9. You will just confirm that the amount matches, which is also the amount here, which is totaled here. So once you confirm they are similar, you navigate to the next tab. For this section F, section M, you can always choose the drop down pin to choose the pin of your employer so that the name can pop up, which is also similar to what is here. But yeah, you can always do that. And then you navigate to the next tab, which is the section Q. In this section Q, we have the tax paid in advance. If you had tax that you paid for that year, that you paid in advance, you can always fill it here. For example, if you had a commercial vehicle that you took for inspection, you must have paid for advance tax. So that is the amount, the payment details. You're going to input them here, and once you're done, you add so that they can be included in your computation. For my case, I did not have any tax that I paid in advance, so I'll just navigate to the next tab, which is the section T. in this section, it shows the total tax computation for that period. And as you can clearly see, most of the tabs have already been grayed out, meaning that you cannot edit them. So the only tabs that are left here is the defined pension here. Then the first one, defined pension. In this defined pension, once you look at your P9 form, you're going to notice that you have three column under the pension scheme. We have the E1, E2, and E3. But for us, we're interested in the actual amount that was contributed for that year. And for my case, I contributed an amount of 2160 for my pension for that period. And for this year 2023, there were changes that were brought about by the Finance Act that affected how our taxes were computed. Thus, the new tab here that you're supposed to fill the different periods for which the tax were calculated differently. So for this period, you're being asked to input the defined contribution for the period of January to June 2023. And for my case here, uh, I was not, I did not contribute towards my pension for that period of Jan to June because I joined a bit later. So here I will leave it at 0, and then the next serial number, which is serial number 2.5, the personal relief, we're supposed to also input it, but for mine it's already been inputted. For each person is entitled to a personal relief of 2,400 per month, which annually adds up to 28,800. That's why it's been inputted here. And then now, as you can see, my tax has been calculated that at a negative of 3,909, meaning that this is, when it's a negative, it means that it's a refund, that you're entitled to this refund of this amount of money. And in case it was a positive, it would have meant that I owed KRA that amount of money. So I want us to navigate back to the tab that I showed you, section A. If this tax refund or tax due or refund due was a positive, we would have used our NHIF. For most of us, I know we use NHIF. We would have used our NHIF to offset the amount. So you navigate back to section A. You you input in this question, do you have a life insurance policy? You say yes. You click on yes, and then a new tab will open up, section L, and in here you're going to input the PIN of the insurance company. In this case, ours is NHIF, so we are going to input the PIN of NHIF here. We are going to input our NHIF number here, and here we are going to choose our policy as NHIF, and one input our NHIF number here, and one here we have the annual premiums. This is the amount of money that you contributed towards your NHIF. For example, I'm just going to use an amount of 40,000. For example, if you contributed 40,000 towards your NHIF for that year, you're going to be entitled to a insurance relief of 15% of that amount, which amounts to 6,000. That is if you had a positive. So this amount, you have to add it. You have to click on these add buttons that it can be added to your computation. But for my case, I am not going to do that, because if I did that, I'm going to increase my refundable amount. So here we still have to validate this so that you can, once you confirm that all the details that you have filled are correct, and you can see that you already have a refund, you have to fill in this bank. You navigate back to the section A, you fill these bank details. For mine, I can always use M-Pesa. M-Payments, M-Pesa. So once you type in M-Pesa, it's going to bring in M-Payments, and you select M-Pesa. You can always just put Nairobi account number, and the account number is the same. Yeah, don't know why. Okay, zero. Sorry, account name. So once you fill in all that information, you're going to go back to your section T so that you can submit your returns. You have confirmed all your details are correct. You have a refund of 3,000. Whenever you see you have a credit, you're on the safe side. But when you see you have a positive, you need to go back to your returns and figure out how maybe you had a mortgage interest. You can be able to offset that positive with it. You can also be able to use if you have life insurance, you can be able to use it. And also the NHIF, as I mentioned earlier. So for mine, I feel it's fine, so I'm going to submit. And once I submit, I can always download. Once I submit, you will always get an email from KRA. They will send you, but if you want to generate a payment slip or a receipt, you can just generate a receipt for your records. And this is how you can always generate a receipt for your records, and that's how you file returns within 5 minutes. Thank you.